Hello, welcome to my channel, Manifesting with Mama Moochka. Hi, my name is Rachel. In this video, I want to talk about how I do SATs, because I do SATs a little differently than when I've heard in other videos of how to do them. And just to clarify that there is different ways to do SATs, in my opinion. Because like how I heard to do them is like to lay flat and no music, and then to go into SATs and do it right before bed. And that is not what I do for me personally. So, I first off, if you haven't heard of what SATs are the state akin to sleep. It's a technique to go into deep relaxation. It's almost as if you're asleep, and I have my eyes closed. And it's to really get deep and suppress your subconscious with your new beliefs and your new imaginations to help create your new reality or manifest your desires out. So I really do like SATs. I found that really good success with SATs for many things. So that is something that I regularly practice. I don't lay flat. I put some pillows up on my bed against the headboard, and I sit up, and then I put my knees up. So I'm almost like in fetal position, kind of sitting up fetal position. My yeah, I'm kind of like my knee, I'm like kind of curled, like on pillow, knees curled up. And I get really comfy. And that's how I like to do my SATs. I listen to music. I change it up. So I have like three different, I saved it to a playlist. I have like three things that I like. I have an ocean music, like a soft meditation ocean music, one that has like birds in the ocean bird or like hearing birds in the background because that makes me think of the ocean. A couple of my end scenes involve the ocean because I love the ocean. I love the beach. So when I'm walking the beach and doing these scenes, and it really helps me get into that scene and that imagination with like with the hearing. It's like one for me. It's like one less thing to concentrate on because you already got to like concentrate on imagining, and then concentrate on like sometimes you even do like you're supposed to do like all your senses. Like the more senses you can bring into your imagination and your SATs, the more impresses your subconscious. So if I got the sound taken care of where I don't have to put my brain on concentrating on the sound, and I just got to worry about like the the feel, the taste, and hearing. Well, even though I am hearing, but I'm concentrating more on just hearing what, because I do like verbal conversations in my end scenes. So like being called a sweetheart or I love you, those type of things. So just having the ocean just automatically in the background has been really helpful for me to really get in that, to really just, I like it. I find it help to hear music. Then another one is like a Hertz. I don't even remember what Hertz it is. It was just something I found soothing, so I put that on. I've never tried raindrops. I might try raindrops. That sounds actually kind of peaceful. Like I might get really relaxed. I do not like to do. I have a hard time getting into a meditative state in silence. I just do. Even if I were to meditate, honestly, just being with me, if because so I don't meditate the traditional like monk meditation where you're going and like not think of anything. I don't do that because I am changing my reality and manifesting things and working on abundance and working on a me and my Pacific person's relationship getting better and better, and so I am still working on changing my reality. And I'm if I'm going to go into a meditative relaxed state, I'm going to be imagining, and I'm going to be hearing talking and doing things in like abundance too. Like I have a scene where I'm throwing money up in the air on a bed, and I'm in this like villa down in the Caribbean. So like that I would probably do like ocean music. When I do that scene, I do ocean music because then I hear the ocean and I'm like on this villa that's like, you know how yeah, it's like one of those villas that are like out in the ocean, like in the Maldives, where real fancy, and you got like the sliding doors wide open and the Caribbean air coming in, and I'm like in silky fancy clothes, and then I'm just like throwing money everywhere. Yeah, that's one of my helpful hint. That's one of my scenes for abundance, and I feel abundant and stuff. So anyway, yeah, so I like to use music. If music is, and I turn it down real low, it's not very loud, it's just enough to hear it. And but if it's distracting to you, then don't use music if it's distracting. I've just found it, for me, helpful to get into my relaxed state. And then, yeah, and then when I'm doing SATS, I like to do it sitting up. Yeah, in kind of the fetal position. I have done it before bed, but I like to do it a little bit even before bed. So let's say I'm going to bed at 11 p.m. I'll do SATs at like 9 p.m. And sometimes I do SATs. Sometimes I have a lot that I'm doing, like a lot that I want to accomplish, like my end. I don't, this is my own personal belief. I will do a few things at a time, because I might have something that I'm revising, then I might be doing an end scene, and then I'm with my Pacific person, but then I might also be throwing in, like with a friend or something that I don't know, just some other thing. So I might have three or four different topics. And so it might take me 30, 45 minutes to where I feel like I've went through each thing that I want to accomplish for that session. I usually pre-think what I want to do for that session. So I'll do that I'll do it earlier. I'll start at like 9 p.m., do my half an hour, 45 minute. I've even done it. It's like I get into it. It feels I love it. I feel so good. It feels so good. That, so I've even had them, I've like looked at the clock and an hour went by, like, believe it or not. It has. 'Cause another scene that I have is where I'm like, in my person's arms and we're cuddling. Like if I'm missing him, I'll do that one, and it feels so good. I don't want to get out of his arms, So I'll be sitting there just being in his arms, and I'll hear him too be like, "You ready for some coffee?" I'm like, "No, not yet." But yeah. So, and I'll do inner conversations too while I'm doing SATs. So I don't do them. When I've done them, let's say I'm going to bed at 11 p.m. and let's say I started at 10:30. More than likely, I just fall asleep and don't even get into my SAT session. So that's why I've backed it up, like 2 hours before bed or hour and a half before bed. Could probably even do it an hour before bed, but I backed it up so that way I know that I at least I want a good 20, 30 minutes if I'm doing it before bed to really saturate my subconscious and not fall asleep. I have done afternoon sessions. I only work 3 days a week, and when my kids are at school, there's more so when I do afternoon sessions. It would be times when I'm like really wobbly or spiraling, would be more so when I choose to do it there, and I've done those for like an hour before. And so you can do a midday, and it's helped snap me out of like really going in and really feeling good, feeling relaxed. It's really helped me snap out of wobbling, really helped me snap out of spiraling. Or if I really have missed someone or something, I have done them. I have done some afternoon ones when I'm not spiraling. Like when I was trying to change my dad, a different version of my dad, I did those in the afternoon. Those were all consciously chosen in the afternoon, and I wasn't spiraling or anything. It was just like, okay, well, I have an hour to kill this afternoon, and why don't I work on doing SATs and work on changing the relationship with my dad? And so that's been times that I've done it in the afternoon for those reasons also. I also do SATs in the morning upon waking up. This morning, that's what I did. I did do that this morning. I woke up and I got a cup of coffee, and I love coffee. And my kids went off to school. I said goodbye to them, and I was only up for like maybe a half an hour, and I was still like not awake yet. I still haven't even real. I did go potty, but other than that, I haven't like gotten up and moved around yet. So it was really easy, and I cranked out like a 45-minute sat session this morning, and it's kind of hit and miss. It's kind of for the morning, it's when I feel like doing it. I don't do it every morning. It's just when I feel like it. I don't really have a routine. And I understand that doing SATs right before bed helps when you're sleeping all night on that new belief, and it can really take that belief stronger. But what I have found though is that even if I've done SATs for like 5 or 10 minutes in the morning, it has hasn't totally corrected, but it's helped me have better thoughts for the day for my Pacific person. So, because I don't remember what video it was, but I like really, my ego, even now, my ego still plays tricks with me. I'm still working on overcoming my ego and stuff, and like awareness of your ego and how that all operates and works out. But like my ego gave me, I had horrible nightmares for months, and I woke up with total negative thoughts of my specific person. I do not wake up anymore. So that is the nice thing with persisting is and in doing these techniques, like doing SATs, like they do actually change your the neurons in your brain or whatever. Like it does, new beliefs do get put in your brain. I no longer wake up with those negative thoughts towards my Pacific person at all. Actually, it's because I imagine, when I fall asleep, I imagine that I'm either in his bed at his house or I'm in bed at my house. I still do this every night, and whether I'm with him or not. And it's when I wake up, I've done it for so many months now that when I wake up, it's like he's there. Then I like realize he isn't there, but I wake up thinking he's there. So, that thought has automatically, over time, thoughts get easier. And that's the nice thing about, the helpful thing about SATs is it changes your automatic think. It helps change your state, your automatic thinking with all that. But anyway, no, I wanted to just do a quick video on SATs, on how I do them, just in case you think that you have to if like laying down isn't working out for you, or no music isn't working out for you, or if you're doing them right before bed and falling asleep and you're not able to get SAT sessions in, then try it in the afternoon or try it in the morning. Try it sitting up, try it with a little soft music, and see if that works. Another thing, when I'm going into SATs, to get into that relaxed state, I lean into feeling like I'm powerful and feeling that I'm connected with divine, God, whatever. Like I feel like I'm connecting with or the universe, and I feel I do, like I imagine myself expanding, and then a lot of times I do get like warm and tingly. So yeah, and I think of the word love a lot. That is a word as I'm going, because I don't go into my scenes right away. You need to get into a relaxed state first before you start doing your imagination scenes. That's what works best. You can really control your, like you can really concentrate and control your scenes when you get in that deep relaxed state. It's super, for me, I found it's much, so I have a harder, like I do have a harder time doing inner conversations, like walking around when I'm doing dishes or cleaning the house. I have a harder time doing inner conversations and keeping concentration on them. So I see why SATs help you have the importance of that full concentration, because when I do, like when I get into like a 30 45 minute hour SAT session, I can just like bam, like be having a full on conversation or telephone conversation or walking the beach, and just like full on concentration on this. No interrupt my, I'm not having my ego brain or other thoughts interrupting or telling me, oh no, or arguing with me in my head. No, I don't have that. But getting into that relaxed state, when you get into that like relaxed state, it takes me a couple of minutes, probably 2 or 3 minutes. It doesn't take me that long, but probably 2 or 3 minutes to, I will repeat, I like to repeat the word love. I like to imagine myself glowing also. A lot of times I'll imagine myself glowing and like being surrounded by the universe's love, God's love, divine love, and helping assist me with all of this. So, and like leaning into my I amness. Sometimes I even do that. I'll say I am love, or sit with my I am before I go, just to like remind myself about because your I am is your creative power. I should do a video on that, about your I am being your creative power. Because I don't know if people all fully they just know about like affirmations or do this or that, and then you get your specific person back. So if you do these affirmations, you'll have money, but they don't really actually understand the mechanisms behind that, like how that's what that's coming from, like the spiritual principle behind that. And once I did learn about the spiritual principle behind it, I felt like it helped me become a better manifester and put more faith into it all when I understood my I am. But that's another video, the I am. And so, but yeah, getting in, I'll like I am love, or just say the word love. I'm assuming you could say like or something while you're trying to get into that real, to kill the couple of minutes till you get into that relaxed state, and come up with something to get yourself for the first couple of minutes, and then you can get into I don't know, I have a really, and me too, I have a very vivid imagination, so it is, for me, it's super easy in SATs to like come up with very vivid, I can see, I can taste, I can smell, I can hear, like all my senses in my imagination. So for me, that's really, and it's even gotten, I feel like it's, as I've been do this all the time, it's gotten even stronger. I recently heard, I know this video is getting long too, it might have been in one of Neville's lectures about seeing like a blue flame or colors when they're in SATs, that it's normal. So I know like when you close your eyes and you're like if you look at your eyelids, like you can see the dark. For some reason, that kind of like disappears. I don't really notice, this is my experience. I don't really notice that. I'm able to like see the actual scene. And I feel like I can actually, like, I'm not even paying attention to that, like the black and the, but I did do it the one day. I was like, oh, I wonder what Neville was talking about, seeing a blue flame or something. So then I did like look at my eyelids to see the black, and I did see like a blue flame when I when I became aware and put my concentration on that. But usually I'm just putting my concentration on the, like pink elephant. Imagine a pink elephant right now. Like if I close my eyes and I imagine a pink, I'm literally seeing a pink elephant. I'm not seeing no blue flame. But I'm just saying, if you notice like colors going too along with your imagination, that's normal. You're still in it. I have another thing too. I don't want to make this too long. I've had some, and I don't know if this is like what Joe Dispenza talks about. Like I've gotten in such deep meditation sat sessions where I've like started twitching, and like this really bizarre feeling come over me, like freaking weird. Like it's almost like I was like, I don't know what, if I was astral projection ish type feeling. Like I still felt like I was in my body, but it just this is like really freaking bizarre feeling came over me. So that's normal too. It's just you're just in a, maybe I went into like a one of the waves. I can't think, theta wave or something. Like maybe I went into a deeper wave and I was just conscious and not asleep. So those feel really good. When I don't always hit those, but when I do hit those really deep, it's it feels really good. It feels so good. Yeah, so that's my experiences with SATs and my routines. And yeah, I honestly, I don't have I'm not a regimen person. Like I'm doing this at this time or this or that. I kind of just day to day. If I'm doing them all the time and I'm burned out on SATs, I'll take a break and not do them. And let's say I don't want to do them. Maybe I want to read a book before bed instead and just take a break away from everything. I will. And then at other time, like this morning, I just felt like I was in the mood to do a SAT session when I woke up. So I did a 45-minute SAT session this morning. So, and who knows? That's just, I kind of just go with the flow. So, but I do regularly do them. I try to aim for at least a couple. Not, I used to do them in the beginning of, I was trying to change a whole bunch of things. I did religiously every single day at some point in the day I would do them. Sometimes I even did them twice a day when I woke up and when I went to bed. Now I'm just doing them. I'm trying to aim for at least half the week to keep up with things. So that's my helpful hints for doing SATs and getting into SATs for anybody that wanted to know, or having troubles getting into SATs. Those helpful hints to try repositioning or do a different time of day. Just helpful hints on that. Try listening to music, and I don't know. Maybe I should do even. I don't know if I should do a video on like how to. I know there's ways to increase. Like if you can't imagine, I know there's a ways to increase that muscle. So I could do a video on that at some point. But all right, that's all I have to say. I hope you have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.